Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. Please take this moment now with helping me. Click here, subscribe. Next, click this bell. Next, ensure to click all. This helps you receive a notification when I posted my next videos. Next, click this thumbs up button after every time you watch my video. This pushes it up in the engagement ratings and means it will be suggested to more people, therefore is likely to get more views to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. I also have a Patreon page. Click show more. Scroll down. This link here, my Patreon. Click on it. Select the membership. With this membership, you'll get access to all this information. Very good content. Wednesday, June 2nd, 4:26 p.m. New York time. The U.S. stock market is closed. We're almost 6 months through the year. Yep, the second trading day of the new month of June. So let's compare the Dow Jones Industrial Average Index performance. First, the 30 stocks that are in it. Let's find out who is leadership. Are any of them outperforming the Dow Jones? So on the right is the Dow Jones Industrial Average Index, and on the left will be the 30 single stocks alphabet order. And we're looking at a weekly candle. The current candle is only 2 trading days because it's not done yet. Yep. But let's start off here on the right side. Look at the index. Yep. This yellow horizontal line here on the bottom represents the low of the year. This gray vertical line represents the end of last year. Got it? And this yellow horizontal line on top represents the high for the year. So we're not at highs right now, but we're currently above the high of last week. And see these gray horizontal boxes, and they're a staircasing pattern, higher high. So now let's look at the stocks. Looking here at Apple, here's the low of Apple for the year. Here's the high of Apple. And look what it's currently doing. Consolidation, breakdown, consolidation. Yep. It's trading inverse from the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It's underperforming. Are you buying this stock here? Yeah, it's underperforming. Bad trade investment. Got it? Yeah, year to date, you've been better in this index. Let's go to the next stock. Amgen. It's a problem child. Here's the high for the year. Here's the low for the year, and it's trending down. Not looking good. Underperforming the index. That's 2 that filled. American Express. What sector are they in? Have you been watching my past videos? They're in the financial sector. The financial sector makes up 13.7% approximately of the S&P 500 index. And look what it did. This week, broke out the high of last week and made an all-time high for the year. This stock is outperforming the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Are you in this stock? Are you trading this stock? Are you trading any financial stocks this year? Have you been watching my playlist of financial stocks? I've been giving clues since last year of who's the leadership in the financials and what sectors are the hottest. Hopefully you're not too late to the ballpark, because the game might be reversing soon. We're going to see if some of these stocks look like they're about to crack and go lower, or the index be cracking first. Boeing, high for the year, low for the year. We did take out the high of last week. We're way off the highs. This is not leadership. And Caterpillar. Here's the high for the year. Here's the low for the year. Consolidation, breakout consolidation. It's doing good. Good job out of them. But there's a lot of red candles here. Yep. Even though we're trading higher than the high of last week, be concerned. I wouldn't want to be buying at these highs. I'm expecting some pullback. May not come this week. It may come, or maybe even tomorrow. Stay tuned. There's a lot of information that's coming out tomorrow on binary news, financial news, on unemployment. Charlie Romeo Mike. Here's the high for the year. Here's the low for the year. It already filled. It's below the high of last year. This is not leadership. Underperforming, yeah. And look at the current candle. It's inside last week. No, not doing good, Salesforce. You filled. Cisco Systems. Consolidation. Here's the high for the year. Here's the low for the year. Consolidation breakout to the upside. It's doing good. It's got a long consolidation here, building a wedge. So when it breaks out and starts the new trend, are you expecting that trend to be up or down? Do you want to take the trade here? Excuse me. Oh, thought I was going to sneeze. It didn't happen. Wow, lucky me. Charlie Victor X-ray Chevron. High for the year, low for the year. We took out the high of last week in this consolidation. Similar pattern in some ways to the Dow. Big consolidation there. Disney. Get a horizontal line top. It's the high of the year, and the bottom one is the low of the year. Okay, it broke out the high of last week and now closing back inside the range of last week. Not good. Way off the highs, not leadership. It's struggling. And look what we got here. Dow, DOW, the Dow chemical on the Dow index. Near the high of the year. Took out the high of last week, but back inside that range. Now it's an acceleration. Looks like it's struggling. It's like there's a supply zone on the top for sellers. Very interesting. Several of them look like that. Ooh, another financial. Goldman Sachs. Took out the high of last week, an all-time high for the year. Outstanding. Two stocks outstanding or leadership already identified. They're both in the financial sector. You may want to look at my playlist and click on the financials. Outstanding, Goldman Sachs. Good job at it. Home Depot. Oof. Way off its highs. It took out the low of last week and trading below the last week. Not leadership. Struggling. Yep. Struggling. Since earnings, it's been struggling. HON. Honeywell. Outstanding. Took out the high of last week. All-time new high. Leadership. Not in the financials, but good job at it. IBM. Here's the low for the year, which is hovering above this demand zone. And then we broke above the supply zone, breakout consolidation, huge move to the upside, breakout consolidation. So similar to other ones, it's in a consolidation phase up here. We took out the high of last week. That's good. Intel. Way off its highs, inside the range of last week, struggling, huge markdown. Yeah, trading inverse from the index. Intel's not leadership. Johnson & Johnson, oof. Huge sell-off for the week. Took out the low of last week and below this consolidation. It's failure. It's breaking down. Wonder if other stocks are going to occur this soon. Yep. So the second candle here, this yellow inside candle, had huge volume. Huge volume. Yep. It was distribution, smart money selling. Guess nobody wants Johnson & Johnson anymore. Back to the financials. JP Morgan. Outstanding. New high. Took out the high of last week and all-time new high. Financials. Strong like bull. Coca-Cola. Soda company. Yep. Just shy of the high of last week, but we didn't take it out yet. Inside candle currently for the week. Here's the low for the year. Here's the high. Strong trend to the upside once it reversed from the bottom. Yeah. Huge volume last week. Huge volume at the top. That's bullish. So if it breaks out to the high of this high right here, I'll be looking to put a trade on bullish. Yeah, strong like bull here. Outstanding. Again, this green candle last week had a huge volume high. That's bullish. And the trade signal I would use to break out above the high of that. So we got the sodas, got Honeywell, we got Coca-Cola. McDonald's. Here's a low for the year. Here's the high of the year. It's in acceleration. Took out the high of last week. It's doing good. Fortunately, the junk food and sodas are doing good in the stock market. 3M, the low for the year, the high for the year, and we broke out the last week. Wow, it's looking good up there. But it hasn't closed green, so that part's not good. No, it's not. It's struggling. Merck, underperforming, huge. Here's the high for the year. Here's the low for the year. We took out the low of last week. That's not good, and trending lower. That's not leadership. Microsoft, very strong. I mentioned this several times. One of the top 2 or 3 strong FANG stocks in my videos. Here's the high for the year. Here's the low for the year. Where we took out the low of last week. We didn't take out the high of the last week. It's in acceleration phase. And since that pullback, after that yellow inside bar, bullish pin bar, we went higher. So still in a bullish momentum. That's looking good. Nike, inside the range of last week and in acceleration, struggling down here, way off the highs. But again, huge volume last week. Be interesting. So watch this closely. If it breaks out above that acceleration, looking for that be bullish to run even higher. Procter & Gamble took out the low of last week, way off its highs here and below the highs of last year. That's not leadership. That's bad. Yeah, right off the bat, if I'm seeing it trading below the low of last year, that's terrible. Below the low of this year, that's bad as well, but not good when it's below the high of last year. That's not leadership. Another financial one, Travelers. Here's the high for the year. Here's the low for the year. Trending upside. Took out the high of last week and hovering above that. That's good. Financials. UNH. Took out the low of last week. It's in this consolidation. Smaller trading range, but still close to the high. Visa. Financials. Another financial. Yep. Here's the high. Here's the low. Took out the high of last week. That is good. So huge consolidation there. We'll see if it continues. Verizon. Inside candle from last week. Way off the highs of last year. That's not leadership. Underperforming. Whiskey. Bravo. Alpha. Yep, way off the highs of this year. It's an acceleration here. Not looking good as some of the other ones. Walmart. Took out the low of last week and way off the highs of this year and last year. Not good leadership. So there we go. We have most stocks here that are in the financials that are outperforming the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And there's 2 other ones I mentioned. Thank you, as always, for spending just a little bit of your time with me. Let me know what you thought about this video. And please let me know what you want to see next. If you got value from this video, if this was helpful, then please consider sharing a small monetary donation to my channel. By going below and clicking on my PayPal link, you can leave a small tip. If you don't want to share financial support, no problem. Just click the like and subscribe.